I think it goes without saying that being able to revise and being able to revise effectively puts you in the best position that you can be. And I think we've all been there. You sit in an exam and you open up the first page and you're like, oh, so let's not do that, okay? I think it's also important to kind of keep the same routine going throughout the examination period. So if you work best off of 8 hours and a cup of coffee, do that. If you work best after 6 hours and a big breakfast, do that. I think it's important as well that your friends will be talking about what they've been doing in preparation, and don't pay any attention to that because they're not you and it will probably just throw you off course, so just ignore that. It's also important as well to kind of dispel the myth of cramming. And for those who don't know, cramming would be the night before the exam, you sit down and do 8 hours of just staring at a piece of paper, hoping that something goes in. And what will happen, I promise you this, what will happen is that you'll be too tired and you forget everything that you've revised and looked at. So I think it's important to do the normal routine that you have. Try and get a nice amount of sleep and take care of yourself. I'm not saying that go out on a bender the night before, don't do that. But yeah, look after yourself the night before. And finally, out of this bit of advice, is that once the exam is done, it's done. I know that it's very easy to walk home after an exam and think, maybe could have done better on this one, and maybe shouldn't have said that, maybe should have wrote something a bit different, but it's done. There's no point in worrying about what could have been because you'll never know. You've done your best, that's all we can ask for, that's all anyone can ask for. And a phrase that's kind of saved me from time to time after exams is just don't overthink shit. It's done, move on, because time will pass either way, so you may as well just not have any anxiety about it.
Nobody can do everything without some help at times, and you should never feel ashamed to ask for it. Remember that your personal tutors are there to talk to you if you're struggling more than usual, and depending on the circumstances, they should be able to help you get either an extension or extra support. If you're having issues with this, or need some support with appeals, the SU Advice team is also there to help you with any academic matters. Your health should always be your first priority, and when it comes to stress, make sure that you are getting the support you need. Always remember, stress can present as physical symptoms, such as headaches, colds and chest pain, just to name a few. That's why it's so important, especially with what is going on right now, to check in with your GP if you can feel this coming on, and where they can refer you to specialist help on stress management. The wellbeing team at EdChill, who can help you access other services that might be relevant to help you through these times. They are extremely helpful if, for example, you haven't registered with a GP at your university address. As I said at the start, and will always emphasise, you should never feel ashamed for reaching out and getting professional help to manage these symptoms. I've done so during and after my time as a student, and would honestly say I wouldn't have got this far without the support I received. No matter what levels of stress you're feeling, you should always feel like you should reach out. Your mental health is just as important and can be just as debilitating as your physical health, so make sure that you are getting the right support for it.
At the moment, everyone is struggling to get by, whether you're worried about the Christmas holidays, looming deadlines or upcoming exams. Under the pressure of trying to look after your education, in the process we forget to look after ourselves in general. Over the Christmas period, while you're revising and trying to do your best, just remember to look after yourself, both physically and mentally. Exercise. Try and fit at least half an hour of exercise into your day, whether it's yoga, a high-intensity workout or even a brisk walk. Exercise is the best stress reliever for any tensions caused by deadlines or exams. Me time. Make sure you include some me time into your day. Read a book, watch a film, have a pamper day with a face mask or in your pyjamas. Whatever you do to help you relax, just do it. Your brain is probably working overtime at the moment and it needs to rest and recover so that it can retain more information. Stay organised and in a routine. Try and go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. If your body stays and keeps to a routine, it's easy to stay on track and stay organised. Try and give yourself a time limit, 30 minutes for 200 words and then a 15-minute break, and then carry on. Whatever you do over this Christmas period, just make sure to look after yourself.